I'm a Senior Associate Solicitor who specialises in contentious trust and probate litigation. What that generally involves is disputes relating to wills, claims for provision from an estate for somebody who's not been left what they should have, claims involving naughty executors or trustees or ones who just aren't doing the job properly, and finally disputes involving properties and, over who owns the property and in what shares. People often come to me shortly after a loved one has passed away, and they are incredibly distressed and shocked that they've not been left what they're expecting and really what they need. Often it's because the person who's died didn't make a will for whatever reason, never got round to it, and that person then doesn't kind of qualify under the rules of intestacy, which sets out what happens where there is no will. Or in a more dramatic scenario, it can be where kind of somebody comes in at the last minute with a will that nobody knew about, which kind of throws the whole family into turmoil. How we can help people is we can look at all of the facts, look at all of the evidence, and potentially bring a claim for them for reasonable financial provision from the estate, which eligible people, including things like children, are allowed to claim provision for their maintenance if they can establish that. Where it's spouses, it's treated on what's reasonable for them to receive in all the circumstances of the case, and it's kind of looked at as a divorce, and so you can really get people what they deserve and are entitled to. In the other scenario, we can look at all of the evidence, and if it's clear that a will is dodgy, you can go to court and get a declaration that it's invalid, and then things will fall back to as they should have been under an earlier will or under the rules of intestacy if there was no earlier will. At Anthony Gold, we have a very experienced team who specialises in this kind of work and deals with it day in, day out. We recognise that people are coming to us at often the lowest point of their lives. They're grieving for someone who's just passed away, and then on top of that they're having to deal with an awful situation, often between family members, brother against sister, mother against children sometimes, and we appreciate how stressful it is. I often tell my clients that my job is to kind of burden that stress for them, leave it to me, and they really appreciate the empathy that we show, the support that we show. The legal expertise goes without saying, but it's that kind of personal touch and support that clients really do appreciate, and particularly where you get them over the line with a really great result at the end. If you're looking for legal advice, you can call us on 0207 940 4060 or visit anthonygold.co.uk for more information.